Hello, I am Nuna Kim in New Zealand, Director of Camp Open Travel Agency. Today, I will talk about Kaikoura in South Island. In both North and South Island of New Zealand, there are a lot of seal colonies where you can meet wild seals. So I will show you where you can see them. Also, the name Kaikoura comes from Maoris. Kai means eat, koura means crayfish. Kaikoura is very popular for its crayfish that you shouldn't miss out. So I will also show you where you can eat the best crayfish.
Hey guys, it's Lydia, the editor/daughter of Yuna Kim, and from now on, I will be dubbing the English version of my mom's videos. So if we have a look at the history of Kaikoura for a second, most of New Zealand cities developed through gold mining, but Kaikoura was first developed with whale hunting. And that's because Kaikoura's sea depth level is very deep, starting right from the shore. So even if you don't travel far, you could easily see a lot of giant whales, dolphins and seals. So when Europeans came over in the 1860s, the whale hunting business began. And this extremely reduced the number of whales, dolphins and seals. So whale hunting became legalized in 1960s, and New Zealand started protecting wildlife. And after these animals switched to tourist attraction, Kaikoura has now become world famous tourist spot, where more than 1 million people over the world visit in just a year. If we have a look at Kaikoura's well-known tours, it's famous for boat fishing that comes with crayfish as well. There are whale watching and albatross tours that's taken by helicopters or boats. And the dolphin swimming, where you can swim around with wild dolphins, is a world-famous leisure activity. You can see a lot of seal colonies in different places of New Zealand. My mom's been to more than 10 of them over South and North Islands. For instance, you can see a lot of seals in Cape Palliser in Northland. In Southland, there's the West Coast, and more to the south, there's Catlins, and to the east, there's Shag Point. But Kaikoura is the one with the most seals, so we will show you where exactly you need to go to find them with a map. If you're coming from Christchurch to Kaikoura, you'll be taking road number 1 and get to Kaikoura here. And at Kaikoura, if we look at lookout points on the road first, here is Kaikoura Peninsula, and we'll go past this peninsula and go up to Half Moon Bay. So if you go straight up road number 1, and if you're taking this road, by the way, you might be able to see a glimpse of the seals on your way to the lookout point. But there's Half Moon Bay around here, and this Ohau Point lookout right here is where you can see the seal colony. Before and after this lookout, you'll see a sign. And you can see the seals below the fence, or you can also walk up to the beach to see them. But when you've got enough time, it's best to see them from Kaikoura Peninsula. This here is the peninsula, and you can search seal colony parking to get here from road number 1. So you'll come straight to the end of the road. When you reach the end, you can park at the parking lot. Then there are 2 ways to go. The road that leads you upwards will take you up the hills, and it'll show you a great view of the beach like this. And if you take the walk down to the beach, here is where the seal colony is at, and you can see them up close. You can still see them from up the hills, but it's always better to see them up close. And it'll take you 20 minutes to the colony. But if you're planning to go around the whole walkway, you can go down to see the seals and go around, up the hills, and all the way back. And this will take you about 3 to 4 hours. So you can also start from the hills and come down and watch the seals on your way back. Even if you don't have much time, maybe just take extra 30 minutes to walk up the walkway and come straight back, because it's got the most beautiful view of the beach, the cliffs, and a whole field of reeds. It will definitely be worth it, so don't miss out. There really is a lot of seals living here, and sometimes they come out all the way to the parking lot, so you will have to watch out for them when you park. This one time my mom went there really early in the morning to take photos, and when she was done, she came back and saw a couple of seals sitting around her camper van. And this other time she was cooking in the van, and a seal was waiting for her right outside the door. But it's best not to go up too close to big seals especially. There'll be a sign telling you to keep your distance to about 10 meters. And some of them, if you go up too close, they'll start growling at you. So best not to get too close for you and for them. New Zealand's Crayfish came out in a Korean TV program called Law of the Jungle. At the time, their favorite jungle food was the coconut crab, but crayfish became their new favorite. So when you visit Kaikoura, which has the best crayfish, you should try it. And we will show you 4 different restaurants. First one is a Western-style crayfish restaurant, the Pier Hotel. It's on the way to the Kaikoura Peninsula Seal Colony. I don't think you have to make a reservation for lunch, but if you're going there for dinner, you must book before you go. And they only take bookings until 8 p.m, and it's best to book a day before you arrive. And maybe let them know you are coming to eat the crayfish as well, because we've been here several times, but on our most recent visit, they were out of crayfish. I think if we had let them know that we were coming for that, they might have saved one for us. Or it could have been just first come, first served, but it means it's that popular. Second is an outdoor place, Kaikoura Seafood Barbecue. This is also on the same road to the Seal Colony, but if you go past the Pier Hotel and keep going straight, you will see it on the left-hand side of the road. They're open from 9 a.m. until 6 p.m. We've been late once and they were closed, so be aware of their opening hours. If the pier was more of a fancy place, this place is slightly cheaper and you'll get to eat outdoors in the sun, so it's a very different atmosphere. And cheaper definitely doesn't mean it's less tasty. This is also a very popular place and it's always busy during summer. Third is in the middle of road number 1, center of Kaikoura, and it's called Continental Seafood. This is a Chinese restaurant. You'll see live crayfish in a water tank, and if you choose one of them, they take it out, they weigh it and tell you the price, and they'll cook it straight away. If you order other menus, they'll bring them out all together. It looks delicious, tastes good as well, and if you like Asian foods, you'll love it. Last one's Nin's Bin. If you take road number 1 that goes to the way to Picton, after you pass Half Moon Bay, you'll see a sign on your right leading you to Nin's Bin. The shop looks like a caravan, and this is not a dining place. They slightly cook it and freeze it for you to take home. The price isn't cheap, considering it's not a cooked meal for you, but you don't have to worry about taking it apart from scratch. So if you wish to cook it in your own way, it's best to buy from here. So you can take it to the place you're staying and cook it quickly and easily.
Today I've talked about seal colony spots in Kaikoura, crayfish restaurants and where to find them. If this video was helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe. And I will see you in the next video.